Hi students, this is AJ sir. Today let's study English language mixed grammar. Do as directed. Question 1. She laid the table after she had finished the cooking. Begin with when. Now the meaning should not change and the tense should not change. When she had finished the cooking, comma, she laid the table. Second, he is old, but still he works hard. Begin with despite. Despite being old, comma, he works hard. Still won't come here because we've already written despite. And if they would have said begin with in spite, it would be in spite of. But we never say despite of. Third, the delivery boy was requested to bring the parcel the next day. Rewrite using direct speech. Okay. The speaker is not mentioned, so we can use he. He said to the delivery boy, comma, open inverted commas, please bring the parcel tomorrow. We don't have to say he requested the delivery boy. No, the request should be a part of his speech. So we used please. Fourth, I prefer playing a game to watching television. Begin with I would rather. I would rather play a game than watch television. Fifth, every family has a black sheep. Begin with there is no. There is no family which doesn't have a black sheep. So effectively we have converted an affirmative sentence to a negative sentence. So in do as directed, mostly we are using the same logic as we use for transformation of sentences. Sixth, I have never worn a more ill-fitting suit. End with ever worn. This seems to be a change in degree of comparison. This is the most ill-fitting suit I have ever worn. Seventh, Anil is too fast a runner not to come first in the race. Begin with Anil is so. So whenever we remove to, we can use so ... that. Anil is so fast that it's not possible for him not to come first in the race. Eighth, as soon as the sports meet ended, the children ran on the field. Begin with hardly. Hardly had the sports meet ended when the children ran on the field. What if the question was begin with no sooner? The answer would be no sooner did the sports meet end than the children ran on the field. So notice the difference between using hardly and no sooner. So ready for round 2? Now you should pause after each question and try to answer on your own. First, not many people read for pleasure these days. Begin with few. Few people read for pleasure these days. Okay, that was easy. Second, since her childhood, Meera has been good in mathematics. End with childhood. Meera has been good in mathematics since her childhood. Third, we have had no rain since January, Ramu said. Begin with Ramu said that. So we have to convert it to indirect speech. Ramu said that they had no rain since January. So we are using had twice. That's appropriate. Fourth, it is dangerous as well as illegal to drive a motorcycle without a helmet. Begin with it is not. It is not only illegal but also dangerous to drive a motorcycle without a helmet. Another answer could be it is not safe or legal to drive a motorcycle without a helmet. Fifth, he had plenty of wealth, but he was not happy. Begin with in spite. In spite of having plenty of wealth, comma, he was not happy. Full stop. Sixth, he was so tired that he could not stand. He was too tired to stand. They've asked us to use to. Seventh, every one of them was an experienced mountaineer. Begin with there was no. There was no one present among them who was not an experienced mountaineer. There was no inexperienced mountaineer among them. 8. I have never seen a film as bad as this. Begin with this is. This is the worst film I have ever seen. Now round 3, final round. Fasten your seat belts. Unless Ria takes care of her health, she will not be able to look after her family. Begin with Ria must. Ria must take care of her health to be able to look after her family. Second, his arrogance was the cause of his losing the election. Rewrite using arrogant. He lost the election because he was arrogant. Third, I suddenly realized that the room was too small for the three of us to share. Begin with I suddenly realized that the room was so. So remove to and use so. I suddenly realized that the room was so small that the three of us could not share it. Fourth, in spite of all her efforts, Susan did not succeed. Begin with despite. Despite all her efforts, comma, Susan did not succeed. That's okay, don't give up. Fifth, she opened the kitchen door and a cockroach ran out. End with cockroach. She opened the kitchen door and out ran a cockroach. Sixth, Arjun was a better speaker than his brother. Arjun was a better speaker than his brother. Degrees of comparison. His brother was not as good a speaker as Arjun. Seventh, she was the only person capable of being house captain. Use capability. She was the only person with the capability of being house captain. Eighth, Rohan was the tallest boy in the basketball team. Rewrite using taller. Rohan was taller than any other boy in the basketball team. Hi students, if you found this video useful, press the like button. Also to enroll for my online lectures or online test series, email me or message me on Instagram. Check the description for more information.